Good morning. We are going to begin kneeling toward the back of our mats. You can come to sit on a block if you're still feeling a little tight this morning. Aligning your shoulders over your hips, you can bring hands together at your heart. Just let the breath be natural as you slowly start to wake up the body. Maybe you place hands on thighs and set an intention for your practice that you can carry with you throughout the day. Good. We'll start to wake up the neck. So drop your left ear toward your left shoulder, right ear toward right shoulder, and then take some circles with the neck in one direction and the other. Waking up the back of the neck now, so interlace fingers behind the head as you drop your chin in toward your chest. Elbows come in toward one another. And then counteracting that by interlacing fingers behind the back, drawing shoulder blades together, lift your chin to the sky. Nice little morning heart opener. Now making our way into our tabletop. So you can line up wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll wag our tail this morning, just swishing our hips back and forth before we come into our cat and cow. So you'll inhale, drop the belly, lift chin, lift tailbone, and then exhale, tuck everything in. Taking a couple rounds of that at your own pace. Inhale to rise and exhale to round. Sink yourself back into a child's pose from here, and we're going to really wake up the spine. So float the hips forward. Exhale, take it back onto your hips. Inhale, come forward, drop hips all the way down, lift chest, come all the way down to the belly. Hands planted on either side of the chest, toes are untucked as you inhale into a little cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest. Shift over onto left hip as you look back at your right foot, and then change sides. Good. Exhale, bring it down, and shift it all the way back into child's pose. Inhale, come forward, drop hips, lift chest, cobra. Exhale, take it down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Lift yourself all the way back now into a downward facing dog. First one of the day likely, so feel free to pedal the knees out here, waking up hips, waking up backs of the legs. Inhale, look up in between the hands, and then as you exhale, start to walk your feet forward toward the top of the mat and find a nice, relaxed forward fold. So again, bending your knees as much as you need to. Maybe you take a ragdoll pose. Grabbing opposite elbows. Good. We'll round ourselves all the way up to stand. Head and neck come up last. Finding a mountain pose at the top of the mat. So feet are about hip width distance apart. Arms by your sides, palms face forward. Good. Inhale. Grab your left wrist with your right thumb and pointer finger and take the stretch over to the right. Maybe that left foot comes behind right for a nice left side body stretch. Good. Come through center. Inhale, reach up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Take the stretch over to the left. Maybe that right foot comes behind the left, stretching out our right side body. Good. Inhale through center. Hands come to heart center, moving into our sun salutations now. So inhale, lift the arms up high to the sky, and exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips come to shins. Exhale, folds. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, and exhale, bring your hands down to your hearts. Again through this, inhale, reach. Exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, big reach up to the sky. Palms meet at your heart as you exhale. Moving into our sun salutation B. So you're going to bring your big toes slightly together, space between the heels, sink hips on the inhale, arms by the ears into your chair. Exhale, belly to thighs, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Good. Right foot's going to stay planted. You're bringing your left foot back to a 45-degree angle. Bend into the front right knee, arms reach up, warrior one. Step it up top of the mat. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Left foot stays planted this time as you step right foot back 45 degrees. Warrior one, left side. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Arms by the ears, back into our chair one last time. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Moving through Sun B again. So inhale, sink the hips. Arms by the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Palm the mat. Step back all the way into your plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Cobra. Exhale, chest comes back down. Tuck toes under. Moving through tabletop first if you need to, and then lifting hips all the way up and back. Downward dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it up towards your gaze at the top of the mat. Back foot 45 degrees. Rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Front foot meets back into our plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises this time. Step it up towards your gaze at the top of the mat. Back right foot 45. Warrior one, other side. Inhale, exhale, frame that front foot. Front foot meets back, back into our plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly once more. Inhale, nice and tall in our cobra this time. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look up in between the hands. Walk or step the feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Last time, sinking our hips back into our chair pose. Big toes touch, space between the heels. Beautiful. Straighten the legs, hands to heart as you exhale. Find your breath. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold it down. We'll step our right foot straight back behind us, tucking right toes under. In our runner's lunge, before you lower that back right knee down and untuck the toes. Stacking both of your hands on that left knee as you press your hips forward in our low crescent, our low lunge. You have the option now to either grab opposite forearms behind the back to open the chest, or maybe you interlace fingers back behind you to draw shoulder blades together. A nice morning heart opener. Both hands frame the front foot, sink your hips back, and come all the way to sit on that right heel as you bring your nose towards your left knee. Come forward and refold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time left foot steps back here on your back left toes. Then lower the back left knee down, untuck the toes before you stack both hands on your right knee this time. Pressing hips forward, stretching out our psoas, our hip flexor. And again, option for that heart opener. So maybe grab opposite forearms behind the back. We're taking that interlace of the fingers to give those shoulders a little extra opening, little tiny back bend here. Frame the front foot. Start to sink hips all the way back. Nose comes towards your right knee this time. Now drop over onto that right hip, both legs extended straight out in front of us. Aligning shoulders over hips, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach arms high up to the sky. Exhale, folding from your center as you bring hands toward the feet. Maybe put a little bend in the knees if hamstrings are still feeling a little tight this morning. Just finding a nice relaxed forward fold. It's okay to round in through the upper back. Good. Inhale. Realign, reach, and exhale, refold. Sitting yourself back up, we'll come into Baddha Konasana, so bringing soles of the feet together, knees out wide, and then folding yourself in from here. One last stretch of our hips. You can stay here, or you have the option to come into turtle pose. So bringing your forearms through the legs and underneath the knees. It's just going to be a little extra shoulder opener. A little additional stretch on each side. Good. Coming out of that, bringing knees together. Hug the knees in toward the chest, and then bring shins parallel with the ceiling, palms facing up to the sky, reaching out in our boat pose. Little core work before we end the day. Finding our forward folds. Sorry, our seat, cross-legged seat, rather. Hands come to heart center. Giving yourself gratitude for taking time this morning to honor your body and your mind before starting the day. Coming back to that intention, perhaps. Go forth and be great.